awesome. I was hoping for a northeast. And it's got a little bit of west in it. I'm not sure how well you guys could tell, but I did have an 8-point and a doe that just crested about 70 yards at the edge of this little cut here. I thought he was gonna come in, but all I could really get a good look at was like the top of his head, and that's about all I could see. And they just kind of worked off, I think, to go bed, which I'm on the very edge of the bedding. This is a big cedar patch, but with my wind, it's just like not awesome, so I tried to just hug the bottom edge of it. So I didn't expect to see a ton of deer, but there are a lot of shots this morning. I didn't really film when everybody was shooting, but I heard at least 30 to 40 different shots. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for me, because that could either mean they're dead or people are pushing deer. So they could potentially come onto this property, and I just have to hope that I'm in the right spot. I'm debating with myself if I want to be picky or not. That 8-point really made me think about it, but he never gave me a shot, so it didn't matter, but we'll just see what I see. This property just hasn't been super awesome this year for any of us. No one's killed a deer on it yet. So it's kind of disappointing, but yes, I am wearing Sitka. I know you guys are gonna freak out. Chris got it for me against my will. So figured I'm gonna test her out, see if it's really worth the hype. Because honestly, you guys are... Nose is running. You guys are always asking me, you know, what I wear and what I recommend, and I really don't have like a solid brand that I go with. I mix and match. Like, I'm wearing Realtree pants right now, and an Under Armour base layer. So we're just gonna test them all out, and then I can give a fair judgment. So, test update. I'll let you guys know if I see something. Let's just stop with shorter.
gosh, it's so dark. Good morning. It's December 6th and I am on the north side of the property. Last night I got a picture of a pretty good buck. I think he's a 9-point. Over here, and I actually was planning on sitting here anyway based on the wind. It's northwest, literally like 20 miles an hour, but this finger that I'm gonna go sit is kind of in a bottom, so I think it'll be a little bit less windy and more desirable for deer to be in anyway. So I'm not sure if the neighbor's hunting. They hunted yesterday, and I mean, they were shooting, so I'm assuming that's why this deer came over, because I don't know if I recognize him. So deer are being pushed around, so I guess that could be in my favor, but hopefully he's hanging out long enough for me to see him in daylight. So heading out now. It's like 5:40, so got about an hour till daylight, and we're hoping for the best. Really hurt. Oh my gosh. I just scoped myself. Oh gosh, that hurt. I heard him crash. Not sure. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I'm just really bleeding, so I was really distracted. The stock is really long on this gun, so it's really hard to shoulder, and I got all these layers on, so it kicked me. But he was probably 50 yards. I'm gonna stand up and see if I can see him.
There's a deer up there. Go. There's actually more deer in here than I thought. Oh yeah. Bleeding pretty good, I guess. I don't even know what it looks like, but when I shot, there were like 4 deer, I think, that took off. I thought there was only 2 bucks and a doe. Right, like 5 minutes before legal shooting. I don't know if it was this one, but a buck came out over the top and he started posturing, so I knew there was a second buck. But I took the first one that I got a shot at. I don't know what the other one was, or if that was a different one. He looks decent. I don't know. He looks like maybe his brow tines are broken. But I don't care. $7:07. So just at shooting light, basically. I guess I could have waited a little longer, but I could see him perfect. And he was chasing a doe, so I was afraid they were gonna move off before I would have another chance, and he was in that clearing. It was perfect. And I seriously think that's only like 50 or 60 yards. I can't get a great range because of all this thick stuff, but gosh dang, there's always something that goes wrong every time. Okay, it's actually not as bad as I thought. I thought it was like up in here. I have a black eye. Okay, I'm gonna sit here for a little bit and then I'm gonna go look.
hit him a touch back. It's probably because I scoped my face. But he was also quartering, so I think the exit's probably pretty good. Thank you, God. Oh my gosh. I told myself, first solid 2-year-old that I get to get a good shot at is one I'm taking. Good 2-year-old. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. All right, well, my first Iowa deer. Probably not the deer you would think when you hear Iowa, but I honestly had such a rough season here that, you know, this is not a deer I would have shot day one of archery season, but with the way everything was going, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm so proud of him, actually, because, you know, I sometimes I put too high of expectations on myself, and then I get disappointed. So I was like, I'm just gonna shoot the first solid 2-year-old that gives me a shot. And this guy came out broadside. He's chasing a doe and hanging out, and I could see there was another buck, because right like 10 minutes before legal light, there was one that came out over this field posturing, so I knew there was at least 2 bucks, and this guy's the first one to give me a solid shot, so I took it, and I'm just super happy to be able to fill a tag. So we're gonna tag him, gut him, and get him out of here. So thank you guys for sticking by my side this season. It's been a whirlwind, to say the least, and I still have a tag left for late season, so there's a chance I could get another one, but for now, this is more than I could ever ask for. And yeah, I'm so humbled and happy, and it's awesome. Minus my face. Don't mind my face. I have so many layers on, and the stock on the gun is so long, so I just like could not shoulder it super well. It just hit me. But it's worth it. I got a buck, so we're gonna get him out of here, and I'll give you guys the runaround. I actually think I feel the bullet lodged, or the slug lodged in his ribs right here. So 2021 Iowa. All right, guys, so here he is. I actually left all my stuff back at my tree, so I have to go get the tag to put on him, but then I'm gonna gut him, and thankfully, with this being a lease, we can drive on most of the fields because everything's obviously cut, so I should be able to get my car over here and just get him to it. Which is like probably the biggest blessing of this whole thing. So anyway, really good spot to be. Okay, so a little recap here. All my stuff is over. Wait. Oh, hold on. Right there. That's my backpack. And standing like right here somewhere. I mean, it was like literally perfect. I think that maybe 50 yards. Chasing doe up in here, and just came out on this trail, which is a pretty main trail. Like they all cut out from, like if they're coming from the field, they cut in right here typically. So he was standing here, and I thought he actually went down the hill, and so that's why I was a little concerned that I didn't see him like down in this ditch, but I guess he just went more straight. That might have been a doe or something. Went more straight than I thought, but he only ran maybe 40 yards, 30 yards, right in there. So that's the best part. That's awesome. I'm gonna go get my stuff now so I can figure out where to cross. Okay, here we go. Perks of having a lease or your own property. She can drive up to them sometimes.